Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here. Hope you're doing well out there. And I've had a good weekend and a good start to a new week that is once again upon us. Welcome to another Train Sim World live stream. For today's stream, I thought we'd venture over to the northeast of the United States, and the route in question is the Northeast Corridor New York to Trenton route. A route that isn't too bad, really, but the performance of the route, especially with the new timetable, isn't very good. But I'm going to brave it, brave the new timetable, and hopefully the stream lasts. Hopefully lasts more than 4 or 5 minutes. Anyway, we're going to do some passenger services today. Actually, I don't know if we should do this. So I don't know if it has the new timetable services or not. 3223. Let's see. Let's just find the route a second. There it is. That one. No, I don't know which one. So what was it? 5223, wasn't it? Nope, doesn't exist. The cab car, maybe? Was that what it is? No, okay, fair enough. Was it this one? The cab car? No, it couldn't have been that one. Okay, we'll just take the NG Transit train out for a spin. Right, let's brave rush hour, shall we? Excuse me. Let's do... What shall we do? That's going to take an hour and 19 minutes. Local revenue from Long Branch to New York Penn. Let's go to 7 a.m. Let's see what that is. Local revenue service from New York Penn to Secaucus. Yeah, I think we'll start with that one. Nice and easy. What in February? I don't know. Have some cloud. That'll do. Happy days. Clawzord 227. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hope all is good. No, not the conductor mode. I'm afraid. I'm not a fan of conductor mode on Train Sim World. I prefer to drive and operate the trains rather than be a conductor. So this is a local revenue service to Dover, but obviously we can only go as far as Secaucus. The frame rate is going to be awful at New York Penn, but we'll brave it. Well, we'll see how we go. Right, let's unlock the doors. I think I turned on the wipers by an accident. Yes, I did. Silly me. Front headlights set to dim. Automatic for the ditch lights. That's the rear headlights. Right desk light we'll have on for a second. And the left, might as well have it on for now. Gauge light set to bright. Cut the brakes in. Put them in service for now. Oh, that's the lights. Oops. Turn the wipers off. I think that will do the trick. What shall we do as far as safety systems are concerned? Boarding lights, or switch them on. Headlights, no. Poor position isolation. Down here, ACSES. I'm not going to have that on. I will have ATC on, as well as the alerter. Why I don't choose to have ACSES on is, well, I do have it on when I'm not streaming or making a. I do have it on when I'm making a video or not streaming, but when I am streaming, it's best not because yeah, I spend too long chat. All right, this is our locomotive we're operating today, the ALP 46 electric locomotive. Let's get going. I think that was someone getting in the way of the view. Oh well, never mind. Saw a little spark there from the pantograph. Cool little effect that I rarely see, to be honest with you. Best to see it at night time or in an underground station. But yeah, can't complain with the NGT rolling stock, modelled very, very well. Very good models. Okay. So our one and only stop for this small little service is Secaucus Junction. It's just over 4 miles away. Yeah, it is pretty. It's a nice sounding horn for a change from Dovetail. Clawsord K5LA horn. Yeah. It doesn't sound too bad. I'm not sure if Dovetail sourced the horn sound from, I don't know, somewhere. Either someone in the community or, I don't know, maybe a US developer in the Train Simulator Classic world, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Just speeding a little bit here. There we go, we can release the brakes, maximum power, full power. Did I have the headlights set to, were they dim or were they brightness? Cursors playing up. That is no surprise. Okay, they are dim. I just saw the dim setting pop up briefly. But yeah, whatever the sound, wherever the sound came from, it's not too bad as far as the horn is concerned. Crucially, a crucial component when it comes to sounds in US locomotives and multiple units. They are dim, yeah. I thought so. Unfortunately, my controller is suffering from what is it? Stick drift. I'm surprised it's taken my controller this long to adopt the well-known issue. I've had it since 2021, so it's lasted much longer than I expected, but only now it's really starting to kick in, unfortunately, so I will have to invest in a new controller, annoyingly. It's just weird because, you know, I had an Xbox One for years before I went on to, you know, PlayStation and 4 and then PlayStation 5. And yeah, that controller was just brilliant in terms of reliability. But the PS5 controllers, not really reliable, especially the earlier versions I've read up. Apparently Sony did address the issue, or to a certain degree, by making the controllers last longer, but there is a conspiracy that Sony have deliberately made the stick shift problem worse, or not good, will still be an issue, because it means that people have to go out and spend more money on new controllers and all that kind of stuff. I am thinking of maybe purchasing one of their newer, like, Pro controllers or whatever it's called this week. But yeah, it's a lot of money. That's the only thing. Nearly £200 in the UK. That is an awful lot for just a controller. So I'm not sure. Why I would have that is mainly because you can swap the sticks and, you know, the triggers and so on and so forth. I don't know if it completely cures the problem, but or it's just specific to the original, you know, PlayStation controllers, original PlayStation 5 controllers. Oh, shut up. Thank you very much. Nice sky. Lovely pinky or bright fluffy clouds. But yeah, the controller is a bit of an issue. I find the ATC annoying on this locomotive. Don't know why. Yeah. I don't know if it's been authentically reproduced, but I don't know, it just does not quite feel right to me, you know, the fact it just suddenly changes, because then you're just guessing what speed you're going to go to next. Is it going to be 20? Is it going to be 30, 35? You just don't know. Now, it may be different if I, like, zoom right up close to the screen, but and I can't see what's in front of me, you know. And it's making me hideously late. So I'm not sure whether it's broken or that's just the way it is. If it is the way it is, then fair enough. I'm just not very good at it, you know. Oops. But other than ATC and ACSES being a bit of a pig to operate, for me, mainly probably because I'm just not very good at it. I'm very rusty at the US signalling and safety systems, I will admit to that. I mean, it's been a very long time since I've been on this route. But yeah, maybe I'm just not very good. Oh, shut up. There's another train entering the platform. Come on, I've got to keep moving. No? Okay, fair enough. Doesn't want me to go any further. It's maybe because I didn't release the brakes. Silly sod. There we go, we can move. Doesn't matter, does it? We're running late, so who cares? As long as I finish it, that's all that matters. Sorry, passengers, we'll just have to wait a little bit longer. We'll get close-ish to the signal. That'll do. Fully service it. That'll do for me. Put it in the hold position, and there we go. Here we are at Secaucus. Passengers are disembarking as we speak. And it's a lovely sunny morning. We got a silver. Surprised. But we were 3 minutes late in the end. I suppose it wasn't too bad. Just want to have a look around Secaucus. Yeah, so the platform's down there. Or we could go down there. Never mind. We'll have to go back to the main menu. But I was going to say that the lower platforms at Secaucus go in... Well, depends what direction you want to go in. But I know the line goes to or from Hoboken Terminal down by the Harlem River, I think. I think it's the Harlem River. It's where, you know, the World Trade Center is and all that stuff. Downtown New York. Right. Back in the timetable we go. Stability on that run wasn't too bad, actually. It's better than I expected. Yeah, I'm surprised you could do some conductor modes. Either Dovetail. If I just didn't hear Dovetail put a word about it, maybe on their roadmap or updates, or Dovetail just snuck it in without anyone really knowing. But it's good to see it's in there. That is something. What's this one? That's a local revenue service. That's Trenton. That's railway to New York Penn from South Amboy. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, should we do that one? Yeah, why not? Further Feb, I think we'll do the light cloud thing again. Game was quite happy with that. Clause 0227, they put a European horn on the new Acela train sets, have they really? Well, I think the new Acela is exported from Europe, right? What is it, Bombard? Who's making the new Acela? Is it Siemens? It's not Siemens, is it? Or Bombardier, right? Unless it's been made in the US. And, I don't know, maybe the horn they thought they were originally going to have wasn't very good. I don't know. Cut the brakes in. Put it in the hold position. Put the desk lights on. And we go in tunnels to Penn. Oh, don't want the marker lights on. No, thank you. What's away? Cursor's having a moment there. What side are we on? We are on... Okay, that side. Boy, that busted a drift. Jeez. Fast and Furious. New York drift. Forget Tokyo drift. But yeah, here we are. I believe we are in New Jersey Railway. Is it in New Jersey? I think it is, right? Wouldn't be surprised if I got that wrong. Let's lock the doors. Oh no, let's see the doors locking. Or shutting the doors. Let's see the doors close. I forgot to turn the alerter on again. Sorry, the safety systems I meant. Oh well, never mind. Might be on time for once now. So the first track is Linden, 2 miles away. Let's go, rock and roll, shimmer and shake. I do have all of the layers installed for AI and playable services, so we might see in the cellar, we might not. We might see the New York, Long Island Railroad stock at New York Penn. We might not. I don't know. I can't remember if I needed the original Long Island Railroad installed to enable that AI layer or the new one, which is really annoying because yeah, the older one shouldn't really be for sale, considering the newer version and the better version is out now. But there you go. That's Dovetail for you. They make some strange decisions at times, all in the pursuit of money. Oh well. As the old saying goes in train sim circles, dovetail is gonna dovetail. Oh, it's Alstom, okay. It's making the newer seller. I think Bombardier did make the original, right? Might be wrong. God, we need to stop. Stop. I thought the brakes would, I thought we'd be okay. My bad. Oh well. Never mind. Oh well. How bad was it? Nearly two coaches. Oh dear, never mind. Or 2 cars. Oh well. Oh, Alstom did. Excuse me. I think Alstom made the original still. Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. You know more than me about who manufactured who and what and why. Well, I'm gonna have a sip of tea, I think. Got a bit of a lump in my throat. Ah, lovely. Let's go, train. in your own time. There we go. Okay, the next station stop is Elizabeth, just over 3 miles away. I'll try and stop in the correct position this time. Trust me, I'm not the kind of wild and wacky drivers you see on YouTube, you know, when it comes to like crashing trains and derailing them on purpose just to get views and all that stuff. That's not what I like. The speed limit will be reduced to 75 miles per hour shortly. Will we reach that speed before 75? I think we will. We might not, I don't know. Close the way now. Oh, it's both. Right, okay. Amtrak is converting their HHP8s into, cab cars. Well, it's better than scrapping them, I suppose. Closer, my controller doesn't have stick drift. Oh, you're very lucky then. But it's like I said earlier, you know, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised my controller has lasted that long. Got a speed limit of 45 miles per hour. Then it will go back up to 60. We're stopping at all the stations. I can't tell. Let's see where we're stopping at. A lot of stations on this route, as well as well, there is a yard or two, but they don't get used very much. So go via location. Go via. Okay, so we're not stopping at every passenger station on this run. So many one. Okay, just 6 stops in total. It's not too bad. I think after this run I might jump in the cab car. Not really sure yet. I'm more of a locomotive person than a cab car, to be honest with you. Going to increase the speed anymore, as we're not too far from Elizabeth. Just come round the corner and Elizabeth is there. It's like on a curve, isn't it? Just a slight curve, I recall. Last time I played this. Yes, there it is. Yeah, it's just on a curve, slightly. It's a little bit difficult to spot unless you see the canopy on the left-hand side. Right, we are going to stop, I presume, at the end of the platform. or near the end of the platform. There we go. I've noticed that every time an AI train goes past us, especially when it's, you know, directly next to us, the alerter or the alarms in the AI locomotive, be it trailing or leading, the alarms go off in the cab. I've noticed that. It's an issue that I believe Dovetail has never ever fixed, despite this route being out for nearly was it 2 years? Jesus. The next station stop is North Elizabeth. It's just under a mile away. Close order. Yeah, I think when what was it? When Long Island Railroad 2.0, so to speak, released originally. To use the M3 multiple unit on the new, let's say, in inverted commas, Long Island Railroad route. Oh, I've overshot again. Oopsie daisy. Wasn't too horrendous this time. Yeah, you had to have the original Long Island Railroad installed so you can access the M3 on the new Long Island Railroad timetable, which was very, very annoying. I think Dovetail have changed that somewhat, whereby you can now use the M3, you know, just download it without having the trouble of downloading the original Long Island Railroad, so you can play the Long Island Railroad M3 on the new Long Island Railroad route. So, but I do not know if that applies to the AI layout on this route. We will see, because I've got the newer one installed just for this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, or whatever time you're watching the stream, be it live or on playback. Yeah, so we will see if the AI is there or not. If it isn't, then yeah, I know that we will need the original Long Island Railroad installed instead, which is annoying, but there you go. I suppose the good thing about the Long Island Railroad original is that it's smaller in size, so it doesn't eat too much gigabyte. I'll say that, and that's about it. That's the only good thing about it. Because this game just eats the storage, it's ridiculous. I think what currently this game is, or what is it, nearly 255 gigabytes. It's absolutely insane. You could basically have Gran Turismo 7 and GTA 5 installed, both installed, and yeah, you'd still have some spare space. That's how big this game has become. The more DLCs you own, the more, let's say, greedy it gets when it comes to gigabyte space and storage space. Okay, the next stop is Newark Liberty International Airport. The airport used to be the terminus of the original Long Island Railroad, Northeast Corridor New York route that was released way back in Train Sim World 1 or Train Sim World 2020. And that's what Dovetail have done. They've basically taken a portion of Northeast Corridor New York and then stuck a whole new section next to it, basically, which is the section going from the airport to Trenton. The only downside to that is that they cut out the section going from New York Penn to New Rochelle, so you're completely devoid of any freight action, which used to have quite a bit actually on that section of the Northeast Corridor, despite the fact the route itself was tiny in comparison to this route. But there we go. I remember also as well, I used to get the shunter, Amtrak shunter, for use in Sunnyside Yard back then, but that was when the yard was practically empty, literally. There's hardly anything in it half the time, because all you had was the Amtrak ACS 64 and the cab car, and that was about it. And a lot of coaches. I should install that again sometime, have a little play on that. That is if the game can even run. It's so old now and outdated. Okay, the next station is Newark Penn. It's 2.5 miles away. Clause 227, Action 9, MBT, CSX freight. Layover on it. Well, I don't have the CSX layer installed because, well, you can't do any CSX freight services anyway, and so it's pointless really having it unless you just want some static stock in the yards, which I don't even think that happens, even though it was promised. I remember Dovetail teasing us in roadmaps for freight services, which never ever happened in the end. Not even AI. So there you go. I think there might be like one freight service that goes over a bridge. I can't remember if it's right here or it wouldn't be there. Well, it might be there. I'm not sure. But or there. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was. I remember there was a picture of it being a freight train. I think it was actually this bridge. But yeah, no freight. I've not seen any freight on this portion of track over this bridge. Not sure. Really poorly made too. Look at that. Dearie me. Speed limit's increasing to 70 miles per hour. Oh, sorry, misread that. Apologies, MBTA. Yeah. Of course you can. Yeah. Well, depends which one. There's two of them. New York. Sorry, not New York. Northeast Corridor, Boston Sprinter. You can't do any freight, despite there's some freight stock laying around in some of the yards. Even on the Staunton branch, I think there's some manifest freight cars or something, or box cars sitting in the sidings. But yeah, the MBTA commuter is pretty good for freight for once. CSX has been yeah, how can I put it, CSX has not been portrayed very well in this game. I mean, they've had one route, which was at the very beginning of Train Sim World's life, and then that's about it, really. They've had probably, what, one loco add-on, and that's about it? Like, proper loco add-on? I mean, the route and the locos are so old now, I'm surprised you can still use them. That is, if they are in a reasonable state. 5, soon be 6 games later. Crazy. Well, just crossing over for tracks as we are coming into Newark Penn, sorry. There's another train on the platform. That's going to New York as well, I think. It's got the other pantograph up. Unless it is going in the opposite direction, then it's the wrong pantograph. Here we are. Oh, hello. Sorry, have I interrupted? I don't know why I'm inside this coach all of a sudden, so we'll just scoot out of that one. Just wanted to see. Oh yeah, it is going to New York. Fair play. Clawsaw 227, I think Dovetail should make a CSX Heritage Locomotive Collection. I don't think they should, because they did a terrible job with the Union Pacific Heritage pack. It was just awful. Absolutely awful. Such a terrible job. I mean, it shouldn't have been a CSX or a Heritage Collection of any sort, really. You know, it's just the same locomotive from Sherman Hill, I think it was. Was it Union Pacific? I think it was. Oh, and they just splattered a load of new paint schemes on it, and that wasn't even that good because it was so badly rushed. It looked awful. If we're talking about brand spanking new locomotives, yeah, sure, go for it. But if it's just paint schemes on a CSX SD40 or 38-2, no, I wouldn't even bother. You'd probably find some heritage liveries on the Train Sim community website or the Creators Club. So I don't see why they should bother, to be honest. Unless you mean like actual new CSX freight locomotives that we've never seen in the game, then yeah, I'm all for it. But I wouldn't have Dovetail do it, that's for sure. Whoops. Speeding a little bit there. So right, the next and final stop will be New York Penn. Speed limit will increase to 90 miles per hour. But not just yet. I'll have another sip of tea, I think. I've got tea and a bottle of water with me for these passenger services. Oh, lovely. Fantastic. What is down here? What are they? Train sets? They must be. They don't have any markings on them, so I presume you can't play them. Must be just a bunch of AI just sitting in the yard. I want to have a little peek. You can tell this route is from like the very first train sim world because of just looking at that. That's a water texture apparently. I know the Harlem River or the river in New York isn't exactly the cleanest, but yeah, it could be rendered a little bit better, right? Come on now. If I get in the cab now, increase the speed, and then have a little peek. Oh yeah, you can just see in the distance. There's some NJ Transit rolling stock just sitting there. You can just about see them. I mean, did you see that grass texture there? Oh my god, that was shocking. Right, we're going over. Can't tell if that's a river or grass, a grassland. Oh, right, now we're coming up to cross the river. Okay. Whoop, going a little bit too fast there, my bad. Not paying attention. My bad. This has to be the only section of trackage I've seen in Train Sim World with probably the most amount of signals. There's loads of them. Clause 227. Yeah, that's right. It's a new diesel locomotive for not sure which route, to be honest with you. It's either the Antelope Valley line or the San Bernardino line, or I don't know, both. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I'm surprised Dovetail have chosen to add a loco add-on, but they must have a very good partnership with Metrolink, because you know they were able to go out there to their depots in Los Angeles and get footage of them in action, and definitely sound recordings. So I mean, it's quite clear that they have a pretty good working partnership with Metrolink. Because they pumped out, what, 2 routes and now a loco add-on for Metrolink's, let's say, railroads. It would be nice if we have a route not in California for a change, It would be nice to have somewhere different, As much as I like the northeast of the US, the railroads and so forth, and as much as I am a fan of the northeast corridor, I really do think we should, try something new. Certainly on the passenger side. Freight-wise, I think we're okay. It's been a very long time since we've had a freight-only route, but I don't think that sells as well. Hence why Dovetail don't do them, or any third-party dev, to be exact. Which is a shame, but there you go. But yeah, I'd like to see something, railroad replicated in Trenton World. What would that be? I'd like to see if a racetrack, Aurora to Chicago, that would be brilliant. And definitely, 100%, I think one in Florida, no doubt. Was it Miami to West Palm Beach, is it? That was made for Train Sim Classic a very long time ago. Nearly, 10 years ago? Jesus. I'm getting old. Because that would be pretty good, because we've already got Amtrak license, stuff in Train Sim World. It would be nice, to do some Amtrak duties on a different part of the states. And I think CSX actually do freight services in that area, so that'll be quite cool. But whether Dovetail does that or not, I don't know. But Aurora to Chicago is interesting because I think the brand that does passenger services, I think it's a subsidiary of BNSF, which obviously Dovetail have a license in their books, so could be possible. Might not, I don't know. Maybe they've lost the license. I don't know. And Norfolk Southern, I mean, my goodness, they've just come and gone, haven't they? They burst onto the scene with Horseshoe Curve, which actually the route itself wasn't too bad. This is the locomotives were crap, but yeah, they've disappeared and they haven't been seen since. Losing speed better than I thought, to be fair. I think I still will have to apply the brakes. Might be okay. It's going to be tight. 100 yards to go. Come on. Oh, there's the ASLO. Just seen it. There it is on the left-hand side. Oh, nearly. It was enough. crawling into New York Penn now. I think we've got a red signal right in front of us anyway. Yeah, we do. Just pick up a little bit of speed, because sometimes the signal goes green instantly as soon as you go through or past the go via indicator. No, okay, fair enough. Oh my, we are very much ahead of schedule. So let's bring the train to a stop. There's another train awaiting clearance into New York Penn, I think. Stupid cursor, I do apologise. Likes to play mind games with me. That's going to oh no, that's our service. What's that doing? Ooh. Ugh. Nope. That one's going to Jersey Avenue. Okay, fair play. And oh, that's why we can't enter the platform. There's a bit of the train sticking out on our track. So I think we've got clearance into New York Penn. What's going on here? Montclair State University. What else? That's Trenton. That's going to a portal. That's going to Summit. Yeah, I don't think the Long Island layer is installed, actually. Can't see any Long Island Railroad stock, so that's annoying. So you do need the original installed to enable it. God, we're going backwards. Forwards, please. Thank you. That's annoying. So confirmation. If you want the Long Island Railroad AI in New York Penn on this route, you need the original, not the new one. Oh, that was a faff downloading that then, wasn't it? Oh, never mind. Wasted what? 10 minutes and 10 gigabyte with that? Oh well, never mind. It's a bit naughty from Dovetail doing that. They could easily just swap it over to the newer Long Island Railroad route. Because then you have to have both installed, which isn't great for space. But there we are, there we go. But we're very much ahead of schedule. Nearly 10 minutes early. Hey. No wonder the frame rate in New York Penn looked good. Was looking pretty decent. There isn't any Long Island Railroad stock on the route. I am in the right timetable, aren't I? Just might have to double check that. I did select the busier version. I think it was 536 playable services. I think apparently the with all the AI services included. Oh, sugar. No, missed it. Oh well, never mind. I was too busy talking. Forget it. Forget it. This is what happens, you know, with when it comes to streaming. You know, I just talk and talk and talk and just yeah, mess things up. Oh well, we go again. Gauge lights, left and right, desk light on. What do these switches do? I've had a windshield, not windscreen wipers, as we'd say in the UK. Oh yeah, I will turn on the boarding lights. That is something I will have on. Okay, let's go to Linden, 2 miles away. Clause 227, both San Bernardino and Antelope Valley can be used with the F59 PHO. Yeah, I don't know when that locomotive add-on is coming out. I mean, I'd only think about maybe wishlisting it if it added extra services to the route. If it doesn't, then I won't even bother. Because I think the rolling stock we've got on there is actually not too bad. The F125 and the MP36. So it depends if it adds any new services. If it doesn't, then forget it. I won't even bother. I'll get it on. Might maybe get it on a discount. We'll see. We'll see. I think it is meant to come out in, I don't know, at least the first 3 months of the year. So I don't think it's too far away. But when, I do not know. Might be in February, might be in March. Might be in none of them. Who knows? Yeah, it would be quite interesting to see if Brightline could come to Trade Sim World, but of course it means getting hold of the license, so I don't know about that. I don't think Dovetail will want to replicate a route going from Sugar. I can't think where it is. Where is it? Miami to, is it Orlando? They do some services too. Orlando from, is it Miami? Can't remember. But that's a very long route, and I don't think Dovetail will do that. They might do, I don't know. But it will probably result in, yes, another price increase. Which isn't fun. Right, let's see if we can stop at Linden in the right place this time. Wasn't quite near the end of the platform. Let's get close to it. Considering we made it into New York Penn with loads of time to spare, I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. Just doing this a second. There we go. I know what a few people have wanted to see. What is it? The New York, or you know, not just New York, but a subway style route. It's been a very long time since we've had a subway, you know, kind of underground line, metro line. I think the really true, like, metro style underground route you could experience at the moment is the London Underground, the Bakerloo line, and that was nearly 4, what was it, Ooh, was it 4 years ago when it came out? Nearly 4 years ago. Wow. When did it come out? I think it came out in. I think it was at the launch of Train Sim World 2 back in 2020. So yeah, wow. How time flies. Yeah, but it's a shame enough to haven't added a metro or subway style route since. You'd think it would be a bit easier to do, especially if it was a line completely underground or mostly underground, under the city or something like that, but no, maybe they just can't get the license for it anymore. Who knows? Who knows? I still think one of the best like subway gaming like experiences you can do is, from my point of view, it's the Circle line. Was it from World of Subways 3? God, that came out in 2007, and yeah, it's still just as good, if not better, than the Bakerloo line, no doubt about it, in Train Sim World. That's nearly a decade or so younger, so wow. Crazy, huh? Clause 0227, just as Union Pacific locomotives as AI. I think Dovetail did that on purpose, so if people can't access or can't get hold of the BNSF, like Cajon Pass locomotives, then yeah, they would just replace them in effect with the Union Pacific stuff. But I believe if you do have Cajon Pass, you can use the locomotives on the Antelope Valley. The problem is, of course, is I think you have to have Union Pacific's Sherman Hill installed just to access the layer. So yeah, I don't know how that would. I don't know how it works now. I mean, I haven't been on Cajon Pass for ages, to be honest with you. Either it's I think it's either a mixed match, of Union Pacific and BNSF, which is not prototypical to the real world. Now, sometimes you see, different locomotives from different brands mixed and matched in some freight consists, but it's very, very rare. Mostly you see some, if it's like an intermodal train and it's in BNSF territory, you'd see, BNSF locomotives conducting that service. Same way, likewise for Union Pacific or, other of the freight brands in the US, CSX and Norfolk Southern. Right, we're cruising into Elizabeth. We have time to spare, despite the fact I was a little bit late coming into the previous stop. So me dawdling trying to stop at the correct point. I have to apologise when I'm not, when you should be entering the platform, you should have the bell turned on, but I keep forgetting to turn it on. So I do apologise. I think I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans at this point. If you've enjoyed the stream up to this point and you've liked what you've seen or heard, then yeah, I really appreciate it if you would consider hitting the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. You can hear the alarm glitch in the AI locomotives when it really shouldn't be going off, but there we go. Right, let's go, 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 go. As far as the next stream is concerned, that will take place on Monday the 10th of February 2025, and we're still going to be looking at some US passenger content. We're going to be taking the iconic Amtrak Acela train set out for a spin. Not just on the Boston Sprinter, but also the Northeast Corridor New York Trenton as well. So that'll be fun. Oops, I've overstepped the mark again. Oopsie daisy. I thought the platform was longer than that. I don't know why I keep thinking that. I've stopped at that station twice. I should know that by now. It's not computing with me today. I do apologise. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's a bit of a small station. Yeah, even on the back end of the train didn't even get onto the platform despite me overshooting. Oh well, never mind. Well, at least we got the traffic on the roads, despite the fact the roads are hideous. But there we go. Lock the doors now, I think. Just let the brakes release, and then we can continue the journey to the next stop, which is Newark International Airport. As the brother line, just as Union Pacific locomotive says. Oh, it's AI. Oh, okay, fair enough. Just say going to Disneyland. I don't know if Dovetail would, because I don't know, to be fair, how I'm just thinking if Dovetail was to make a route that would go from Miami to Orlando, I don't know how far actually, Disneyland, Florida is from the station. If it was like close to the station, I'd imagine Dovetail will have a pretty hard time with licensing. Just the structural assets of Disneyland Orlando, because obviously Disney's Disney. They'll put up a fight with anything when it comes to licensing and merchandising. It's crazy how Disneyland is so expensive. It's crazy. I was watching a program of someone staying at a Disneyland like accommodation at one of their parks, and I just couldn't believe the price you had to pay for it, and the quality of those like rooms that the person and his wife or girlfriend was staying in actually wasn't very good. So it left a lot to be desired. I've never been to Disneyland. I don't plan on going there either. I'm a little bit old for it now. Maybe it's best to stick to the films instead of going to the theme parks. It's probably not as magical as it maybe is intended to be. But there we go. I remember when they did a Star Wars like themed bar in I think it was on a Disneyland, a Disney, what was it, branded cruise ship or something, and I think it was a ridiculous price. What was it, $5,000 for one of their drinks? It was just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, who's going to try that? I don't know. It's probably like a cocktail or a tonic that you probably get in a shop or a supermarket. Just look, I don't know, just made to look fancy in a Star Wars style mug or something. I don't know. Crazy, eh? Of course, the Disneyland is in California, Disney World. Oh, Disney World, sorry. I apologise. They're the same, aren't they? Same parks, right? I don't know. I'm not an expert when it comes to it. Disneyland. There's probably millions of them around the world, so the moment you say like Disneyland in Orlando, you think of the theme park in Orlando. But there you go. That's what I hear anyway from us British people. I'm so glad we don't have a Disneyland or Disney World in the UK. It'll be absolutely atrocious, I can assure you. That cup of tea was lovely. The next station stop was Newark Penn. Got a speed limit of 45 coming up shortly. Let's see how the brake handle works. With the well, let's see how this locomotive brakes with the power handle. Not too bad. I should use that a bit more. Obviously not when you're coming to a standstill, at a station stop, but just to gradually reduce speed now and again. You can tell this is a very performance intensive route when you can see the buildings in the distance are struggling to load in. That doesn't happen very often. Well, not on the Train Sim World 3 era-ish routes, you know. wouldn't be surprised if a majority of these buildings are from the very first train sim world. I think what Dovetail need to do really is that if they want stronger sales, I mean they've got a huge back catalogue. It would be lovely if they could maintain them, you know, do a bit of TLC and a bit of maintenance on them, maybe concentrate their efforts instead of releasing new content every single week by the looks of it, or every month, whatever, 2 weeks. They should focus on doing the remaster updates to Roots of the Past, and then it will sell better. I mean, look at the West Somerset Railway. I mean, that is transformed with a remastered update. New timetable, scenery. It looks amazing. Lighting. It's happening. It's going to happen to what was it? Great Western Express route. So very close to my heart. Mainly because it's me local route. And also it's important because it was the first UK route in Trenton world. So it's been long overdue, a major upgrade. That person was a bit close to the edge of the platform. Ooh, going a little bit too far. That'll do. What else have they done remastered updates to? Oh yeah, Glasgow's Cathcart Circle line. That wasn't too bad. They've done a couple of remaster upgrades to 2 US routes. The what was it, Boston Sprinter, but they didn't do much to that route at all. They just stuck the new train sim world lighting and cloud tech, whatever. And same for Sherman Hill. They didn't really address the scenery or, you know, put in any new timetables or anything like that, which is disappointing. I think the same for the German routes too. The Verga Dresden got an upgrade, like to the new lighting and sky tech, but didn't get any improved scenery, and it's a bit disappointing that what is it? When TSG released the 218 diesel locomotive, you know, that lovely German red diesel locomotive, Hamburg-Lübeck wasn't upgraded either, which was disappointing. I'm trying to think what else. There was another route, I think, that was where a recent loco add-on or a big update is coming to the route, and it's not going to get any polish, so to speak. It's a German route. What is it? Oh yeah, Schnellfahrstrecke Köln to Aachen. That's going to get its ridiculously huge timetable, but it's not going to get any of the nice shiny looking things, you know, like new lighting and weather and clouds and all that, which is very strange. Maybe they are. Maybe Dovetail is going to implement it. It would be fantastic if they would, because once that timetable upgrade for Köln Aachen comes out, they'll forget about the route and just, you know, throw it in the cupboard under the stairs with the rest of the routes that have been left to rot. But there we go. So I think if they want to add anything new to Routes of the Past, they must upgrade them if they do need upgrading. You know, regards to scenery and lighting and the weather tech and all that stuff, you know. But, you know, only Dovetail can decide that, unfortunately. Need to reduce speed here. Now we can get going. Let's proceed to the next and the final stop, which is New York Penn, and I promise I will stop at the platform before the red signal. Yeah, I know there is a Disneyland in Paris. They used to do direct train services, I think, to Disneyland Paris, but Eurostar or TGV, whoever operates them or used to operate them. I think it was Eurostar. They cut the services that were direct from London to Disneyland Paris. They may do some direct services from, I don't know, Brussels or Belgium or maybe some other parts of France, but they don't do direct services either from Disneyland Paris to St Pancras International or from St Pancras International to Disneyland, which is a bit disappointing. But that was due to the pandemic, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll come back one day. But I wouldn't be surprised if it actually has very low usage because of how bleating expensive the Eurostar is. I mean, it's quicker than air travel from the UK to Paris, but in terms of checking in, getting on the plane, and having your passport and your luggage checked and all that stuff, yeah, the train is quicker in that regard. Because all you'd have to do is, have a very whoa, where did that red signal come from? Wait, that was a scare. But yeah, I think you'd have you don't have to wait as much. Let's say when getting from the station concourses onto the train, Eurostar train, and off you go to Paris. But one thing you can't say is that the Eurostar isn't cheap, whereas the airlines unfortunately are, which is why they have such an advantage. If the trains were cheaper, or the same price, let's say, as the airlines, especially the short flights, to other parts of Europe or Paris or wherever, then I imagine more people would use the train. But unfortunately, it's just a bit too expensive for quite a few people. Especially when it comes to the summer holidays, and people want to take their kids to Disneyland Paris, and I couldn't imagine how much a ticket with 5 passengers would cost. It'd be insane. And that's just a single. Imagine a return, like, oh my goodness, that'd be crazy. I'd have to look that up, I think, one day. But to be fair, the one brand I would really like to see portrayed in Train Sim World is the Eurostar. But it's quite difficult to think of a route, like where to go to or from, because it'll be lovely to do a route from St Pancras International to France, but for 26 miles you're stuck in the tunnel, which isn't very fun. So from a gaming perspective, it's certainly realistic, but from a gaming perspective, it's not very fun. So you got to have a balance. So maybe not do the section with the tunnel. Maybe I don't know, go from a part of Belgium to I don't know, Lille, Europe, or Paris, Gare du Nord, or somewhere. But it will be a very long route, that's for sure. So I don't know how a Eurostar route style would work in Train Sim World, but it would be cool to see the Eurostar in some shape or form. Right, we're just about to come go through Secaucus Junction. They do indeed have Disneyland parks across the world. You're absolutely right, Clawsword. I don't have one in... do they have one in the UK? I'm trying to think now. Maybe they have, I don't know. Don't usually keep in touch when it comes to Disney's endless expansion of its theme parks, or closures of them, and expanding them into other areas. How long has this train been going on for? Really just an hour and 10 minutes, or just past an hour and 10 minutes. Well, it feels longer than that. Speed limit's coming down to 60 miles per hour before we enter the tunnels and go under the depths of Manhattan briefly. Right, I think now's the time to use the actual brakes. Because there is a lot of work going on at New York Penn, right? Unless it's finished. Maybe not the station, but above ground, near where... is it where the stabling yard is for the Long Island Railroad stock? Like they were building some skyscrapers or, you know, expensive accommodation or housing. On near the stabling yard. Near the river. Might have finished it by now, I don't know. I remember watching a short little documentary on the construction of it, and I don't know, might not have finished, I don't know. It was quite interesting. You know, if you were a train aficionado and could afford one of those high-rise apartments in Manhattan overlooking the stabling yard of the Long Island Railroad stock and the river, and yeah, it'd be a bit of a dream, I think. Granted, all you'd see is Long Island Railroad stock, but well, it's something interesting. I imagine it'd be very, very noisy though. But then again, it always is in any busy city, right? I should know. There's the cellar again. I'll just creep up to the red signal. I want to acknowledge the game that we've gone past the go via point. Yes, we have. And New York Penn is so close, yet so far. Just got to wait for this train to pass. Make that 2. I mean, to be fair, without the Long Island Railroad AI, the frame rate isn't as horrendous as I anticipated. When you have the Long Island Railroad AI installed, the frame rate is just awful. But to be fair, I mean, all you are going to be, when the only time you'd see the Long Island Railroad AI is, you know, in New York Penn. You see all the other services that's been added, you know, throughout the rest of the route, so it's not too horrendous. I mean, crikey, I wouldn't want to know how the route would perform with the Long Island Railroad AI layer installed at New York Penn, because this route has not been touched for goodness me knows how long. So I could only imagine the stability of this route would be flat as a pancake, aka absolutely awful. Clause order to send. Oh, I've now retired. Oh. Oh, I can still use them on that section, San Jose to Gilroy. Oh, that's not too bad. Whoa, we're going backwards. Need to go forwards. Whoa, forwards, please. Thank you. No. We won't be able to move forward for very long. This red wasn't here before. Oh, it's gone now, just in time. Thank you very much. Nearly there. Riley the rail fan, who are you talking to? I'm talking to the person in the chat. Clawzord. That is what a live chat is for, after all. Communicating with people. Otherwise, there's no point having a live chat, is there? If we didn't have the live chat up and running, I would be downstairs silent. I'll just turn the mic off. But regardless if there's one person, 2, 10, or 15, I don't know. If there is movement in the live chat, I will engage with it. We've arrived, here we are. Finally. New York Penn. Rather painful getting there, but we got there in the end, eh? Ooh, there we go. That took me just over 40 minutes. We got a gold. We stopped at Linden, Elizabeth, North Elizabeth, Newark Liberty International Airport, or whatever it's called now. Newark Penn and New York Penn. So let's return to the main menu. Right, let's go to the main menu. Yeah, so that's the original, and that's the new one. Right. Let's do the cab car this time, I think. What one's that? That's Newark Penn to New York. Trenton. Secaucus. Secaucus again. What's that? Oh, non-revenue. That's semi-express. Equipment move. Right, Jersey Avenue. Let's see. Jersey Avenue. Any of them there? Is there any that go from Jersey Avenue? Are they all semi-expresses? Oh, that's a shame. Alright, we'll do that one. That's an express, right? We'll do that. Have a bit of cloud on again, I think. Something like that. There we go. That'll do. Okay, let's set up this. We nearly broke the game, almost broke then. Would be cool if the radio did work. Headlights are set to the bright position. The auxiliary lights set to automatic. Marker lights off. Gauge lights 100%. And let's unlock the doors. What safety systems have we got to play with? The alerter. And that's it, isn't it? Oh no, it's AC, SES, not ATC. Should we have it on? Don't know. No. Wait. Game's struggling a little bit in this part of the route for some reason. There's a lot of traffic. What's going on? Oops. Wait, the game's having a meltdown. We've only got another train next to us. Good grief. Yeah, but this is Jersey Avenue. Platforms are actually here, so it's not the biggest of platforms. Big car park though, or parking lot. That guy is going to his vehicle. He's had enough for today. There's the locomotive providing the power. Destination displays, they do work. That is something. What about the does the station have any PIS displays? I don't think it does. Whether that's prototypical, whether that's just like in real life, I'm not really sure. But no, this station does not have a working PIS already. PIS display, for that matter. It's a nice little scene there. WTF Gaming, still just like the doors open. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I imagine if you were playing the conductor mode, you can, I don't know, could you pick which section of the train needs to have its doors open or not? I'm not really sure regarding that. The only other way to cure it is to, well, close the doors. And, or, you know, before the service was to begin, you'd, you know, open the doors and then just manually have to close every single one that isn't at the platform. Which is a tad annoying, but there you go. I don't know, maybe that issue fixes itself when you're playing the conductor. I'm not really sure. Could try conductor mode. But no, I think that would be a terrible idea. Mainly because I've never played it in my life. Like, never. And it'll probably break the game and the live stream will crash, so... There we are. We've applied full power, haven't we? God, not moving for some reason. Have I done something I shouldn't have done? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, of course. I haven't cut the brakes since. Stupid me. Should start moving. He says. No, don't want to move. I did put it in forward, didn't I? I'm there. What have I done? Yeah, it wasn't forward to begin with, right? Brakes cut in. Alarm. Oh yeah, maybe alert reset. Alarm reset. Emergency shutdown is in the run position. Dimmers in day. Undercar bell. Yeah. Did I have to do something up here? EDU switch maybe? I don't think so. Gracious. Yeah, the traction converters are normal. Okay. Oh, I don't know how you go back. Is there a back button? Oh yeah, that one there. There we go. Pantograph is up. So I'm not sure what's gone wrong. It's probably something stupid. It's not that, is it? No, because they cut out. The fuse board, have I done something I shouldn't have done? Maybe I should cut the alerter out. Maybe that might be a good idea. Let's just check. Cab heaters, window heater, HEP. Doors are shut, right? I'm pretty sure they are. Is anything back here? That shouldn't be. No, it should be fine. Oh, a bit confused by that. Maybe I should do a full brake test, as I didn't cut the brakes in originally. EP assist. Well, the brakes are fully applied. Now we'll release them. Full power. There we go, we're moving. Must have been the alerter. That was preventing us from moving. Oh well, we're going to be very, very late, but who cares? As long as we finish it, that's all that matters. We'll probably get to New York Penn super early, considering how long we had to wait at the in the previous timetabled service. Okay, so the first station stop is New Brunswick. What are we stopping at? Edison as well. Muchen, Metro Park, and Newark Penn, Secaucus Junction, and New York. Fair enough. Not too many stops with this service. Speed limit has increased to 100 miles per hour. I think the maximum speed limit you can reach with the Acela, that is, and the Amtrak ACS 64, I think is 150 for a very short period of time. Right, let's see how the brakes on this cab car perform. There we go. First station stop, New Brunswick. He's got a Dovetail branded backpack. Oh, he's getting stuck. Go on, mate. Gonna make it on the train? Yeah, go on, I'll let you on. The next station stop is Edison. It's just under 2.5 miles away. I think for the final journey I'll do like an express style service to Trenton. Let me just see the map for a second. Where did we start? Jersey Avenue. So yeah, the only stations I haven't covered is Princeton Junction, Hamilton, and Trenton. Hopefully a semi-fast express service can stop at those stations, and I would have ticked off the list stations I've stopped at, which is nearly all of them. Does this thing have cruise control or speed control? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. We are approaching Edison. These brakes really are good on the cab car. Very good indeed. Much more responsive than the ALP 46. Jeez, that guy was close to the edge of the platform. There we go. Good to see the ditch lights are working. Same goes for the PIS boards. I don't know if they're accurate. They're probably not. I mean, it took Dovetail, 5 years to get the accurate PIS screens up for Long Island Railroad. But there we go. That's a different story entirely. of traffic down below. It's actually not a bad road for a change. Telltale making a nice road. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's some weeds growing out through the road. Oh dear. It's a cool little site, look at that. People going about, cars going about, train going about. Lovely. The next stop is Muchen, or however you say it. It's just under 3 miles away. The speed limit will come down to 90 miles per hour and shortly go back up to 100 and then back down to 80 and then back up to 100 again. A yo-yo of speed limit changes. Stop. Oh, never mind. It wasn't too horrendous. Okay, it is horrendous. Oh, great. The entire cab comes to the platform. Never mind. What are we next to? Oh, a cemetery. Okay, didn't expect that. I didn't expect to be next to a cemetery, or cemetery, however you wish to pronounce it. Do the fans actually animate? Do they work? I imagine they do. No, maybe they're meant to work if you have like aircon on or heater on or something like that. The next station stop is Metro Park. It's just under 2.5 miles away. How long has the stream been going on for? Just over 2 hours. Could I even do a? Will I have time to do a service from New York to Trenton or vice versa, an express? I probably could squeeze one in. Got plenty of time. Well, enough time, I should say. Oh, just found me pen. I was looking for that pen today. Under the chair. Could just see it poking out. Oh yeah, this is not going to go well. It's too busy picking up a pen from the chair. Oh dear. It's going to end horribly. Ooh. Full brakes are on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh well. All I could say is once again apologies. I don't drive like this all the time, I can assure you. It's just one of those days. Where everything can and will go wrong. Oh, well, we're on time. That's something. Just clearing some gunk out of the controller. When I say gunk, it's mostly just dirt. I have to clean the PlayStation when I have some time to myself. I imagine the insides need a bit of a dust. Normally, I twice a year take the cover off the PlayStation 5 and give it a clean. Get rid of all the dust that's got clogged up inside and made the PS5 at times sound like you're on board an airliner. That was pretty infamous with the PlayStation 4. Right, let's go. The next station stop is Newark Penn. It's 14 miles away. Let's rock and roll, shiver and shake. I'll tell you, I was playing, what was it earlier before dinner time? I think it was, what was it? It was GT Gran Turismo 7. Had a lot of fun on that today. Did some online racing. Counted some dirty drivers. And I also counted some very nice people. Also a very clear and cold night. I think it was yesterday or the day before you could see two planets in the sky, the moon and was it Venus or something, or Jupiter? Can't remember which one. But I think I could see it again tonight. And when I took the recycling out earlier this evening, it was quite a sight, I must say. It was a planet, I just don't know which one. I might have to look that up actually. Let's have a look on the news to see if what that planet in the sky was. Let's have a look. What have we got here? "10 miles to go until the next station stop." No, I couldn't find that article of the planets. It's not being shown. Just trying to find where that. It was Venus. The crescent moon and Venus. That was the planet that was saw in the sky. Speed limits come down to 60 miles per hour and then again to 55. Planetary Parade, that's what it's called. Interesting. Very interesting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, I saw a couple of planets in the sky and I have no idea what they were called. That's what it is. Speed limits increasing to 90 miles per hour. There's another train passing us. Bit of a race going on here. There we go. Let's reduce speed to 70 miles per hour. There we go. We're still keeping in touch with that train that passed us a minute or two ago. Might have a chance of jumping in front of it. See who reaches Newark Penn first. Must be doing a higher speed limit. Must have a higher speed limit than us. We're doing quite well keeping up with it, I must say. But we're just over a mile away from Newark Penn. Looks like that train's going to get into the platform. Get to Newark Penn before us. Oh well, never mind. Be interesting if it departs. If it's terminating at the station or not. Might be a quite interesting little race to New York Penn. That'll do. Right, where's that train? Wait. Come here. It's going to New York Penn as well. And there's a train next to us. That's also going to New York Penn. Freeway race to New York Penn. Which one will depart first? Which one has priority? Interesting. Mind you, we don't depart till 8 AM, so we're probably the last one actually to go. Oh well. Might as well wait. I can hear a train moving. It's not that one, is it? Yeah, this is the train that passed us earlier. Doors are still open. This one's set off first. Okay, fair enough. We can what platform's the other one on over there? Right, we'll see like here, we'll see. That one's departing first. So who's it gonna be? Me or the other train? Going to be interesting. Let's have a look. Has he shut the doors yet? This engineer? No, not yet. What time's he actually due into New York Penn? That might give me an idea. 8:06. 800 hours. So we should, in theory, get there before that service, but You never know. The AI is much quicker when it comes to setting off from stations than me. So yeah, we'll just have to play the waiting game for a second until we can depart. Would be cool if we could have the New Jersey. What's it called? Excuse me. No, what is it? The not the Morristown line. There's another one as well. Oh, it's on Train Sim Classic. I forget what it is. New Jersey coastline. That's it, of course. Yeah, that one included the. Yeah, wow, that's a long one. It's a 100+ multi-track route between New Jersey Transit's Morristown line to Dover, New Jersey, and the North Jersey coastline from Hoboken Terminal, New York, to Bayhead, New Jersey, including Amtrak's Northeast Corridor between New York Penn Station and Rahway, New Jersey. So what are the stations then? New York Penn Station, Hoboken Terminal, like I said, New York Penn, Broad Street stations, for total more than 30 served line side stations. You get the NJ Transit Bombardier Trans ALP 46 electric locomotive, the NJ Transit Bombardier multi-level cab car and coaches, and the single-level Comet 4 cab car and coaches. That'll be quite cool to see in the game, as well as the single-level Comet 5 cab car. And the locomotive I really wanted to see instead of the ALP 46 was the ALP 45DP, which is a dual power diesel electric locomotive. And that sounds like the train is departing the station. Oh no, it's not. It's another train coming in. I was very keen then to get moving. Yeah, but that route came out in 2017. Wow. Where's the time gone? Honestly. Crazy. But yeah, I think that's a decent-ish route. I don't know what it's like in its current guise, but not great, I don't think. Time to go. So that train departed the station. Is it leaving? Is it moving? That's what I want to know. Yeah, it's not ready to go yet. We might get there before that train. Because that said, what time was that train due in? Roughly a minute or so after us, so it's going to be tight. Should be okay. That's going to be interesting. We have to stop at Secaucus Junction. Didn't think of that. Forgot about that one. So hopefully the train that beat us to Newark Penn will stop at Secaucus Junction too. I'm not sure about that. How's that train doing? Is it set off yet? Is it that one? It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting, that. Still there. Never mind, maybe it won't move again. I don't know. I don't think I will do another run to Trenton. I don't think I've got enough time. Speed limit's coming down to 45 as we're just over a mile away from Secaucus Junction. Oh well, come on. Where's that service? Is that it there? No. Ah, is that it? Not sure. There, zoom in, you fool. No, that's going for Long Branch. It's got to be somewhere. Unless it's still stuck at New York Penn. Unless that one's it there. Is that it? No, it's going in the opposite direction. Oh no, that train might have moved. It's gone somewhere. Anyway, need to make a move. Whoops. The next and final stop is New York Penn, just over 4 miles away. Just noticed that AI train, the locomotive at the rear, had its headlights on. Oh dear. Right, on the final approach to New York Penn, where this service and stream will come to an end. I think that train has stopped. Has indeed. So, quite a few services. That's obviously another locomotive. Make that 2, 3. Wish that bug would be fixed. It would be nice. There we are, journey's end. Arrival at New York Penn. It's a quiet place back here. Till you get onto the platform, and there's a bit of ambience and atmosphere. It's just mostly NJ Transit trains at the platform. Fair few of them. It's good to see. I haven't got the Long Island Railroad stuff installed, as it turned out. I installed the new one, but that wasn't the correct one. So return to our train. It's over here. And lock the doors for the final time. And there's the train that we were waiting for. Just in time. I did lock the doors. Right, I did lock the doors. Is this door not wanting to close? Doors are closed. I don't know. What am I doing? Open, close. Just close everything. There we go. If I open the doors and then close them. God, that noise is annoying. Is that my cab door open? Why is my cab door open? What? Huh? How the hell is the cab door? Has the cab door been open this whole time? No, can't be, surely. Close. There we go. Oh, for crying out loud. That stupid alarm bug. Let's check. If I've come all this way and this is a bug, I'm not gonna be pleased. Oh, great, now I'm stuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. God, this game sometimes. It's so bad. Unlock the right side of doors again. And again. What do you want me to do? In service or something? Put the master controller out or something? I'm confused. I think the thing's broken. Oh, for God's sake, that's very annoying. Unload the passengers. Yeah, I have done. Oh, that was a bit of a shame. What a disappointing end. The thing's flipping broken. Oh well, never mind. At least we technically finished the service. So yeah, I think that'll do. Some passenger fun on the Northeast Corridor. New York to Trenton route. If you enjoyed the stream, of course, feel free to like down below. Hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, then I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be on Monday, the 10th of February 2025. And we'll be once again on the Northeast Corridors. That's both routes, Boston Sprinter and New York to Trenton, as we're going to take the Amtrak Acela out for a spin. So hopefully you could join me for that. If not, I'd just like to say once again, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.